Good day, everyone. My name is Ray Alagon, and my report for today is on the importance, nature of contribution, and functions of personnel management. Our intended learning outcomes for today. At the end of this lesson, the personnel management in education students of the MEM curriculum are expected to understand the importance of personnel management in education, know the nature of contribution of personnel management, and interpret the different functions of personnel management. As an introduction, allow me to read. The study of human resources management in education will provide you with a theoretical and practical knowledge about the processes of acquiring employees, establishing good relationships with them, training and developing them, retaining and compensating them for their services are important because effective school leadership and management have become very crucial in recent times in the management of educational organizations. Also, this is going to be a very short discussion, so please make sure to go through my written report for a more thorough and comprehensive discussion. Let's now go to the body of my report. Let's talk about the importance of personnel management. Personnel management is important for avoiding the following consequences. 1. To hire the wrong person in the job. We don't want to be hiring the wrong person in the job. 2. To experience high turnover. 3. To avoid not being able to find people not doing their best. 4. To waste time with useless interviews. 5. To have some of one's employees think their salaries are unfair and inequitable relative to others in the organization. 6. To allow a lack of training to undermine one's department's effectiveness. And number 7, to commit any unfair labor practices. Once again, please go through this in my written report. Now, the nature of personnel management that I have listed here are the following. Personnel management is an extension of general management. It is also based on human orientation. Personnel management exists to advise and assists the line managers in personnel matters and motivates the employees through its effective incentive plans so that the employees provide the fullest cooperation, emphasizes action rather than making lengthy schedules, plans, and work methods, and deals with human resources of a concern. Now let's go through the different functions of personnel management. So we have personnel planning, recruitment, selection, placement, orientation, training and development, compensation, integration, job analysis. We also have performance appraisal, job evaluation, promotion, personnel records management, personnel relations, discipline, employee grievance, and personnel health and safety management. I will not be discussing each one by one in this recorded report because this is going to take a lot of time. What I would suggest that everyone do is once again go through my written report because it's more comprehensive and it will not really ask, but it will give you a more detailed explanation on each functions of personnel management. Now, this is also one of the case studies that I was able to research on, and that is personnel management implications for the effectiveness of the school system. Personnel management, in conclusion to this case study, is inevitable because it is as important as the establishment of the organization itself. The need for personnel to be managed by the school cannot be overemphasized, An educational manager should understand that the benefits of personnel management functions are dependent on the implementation of these functions during the staffing process. And before I end my report, allow me to leave this quote by Aristotle. Excellence is an art won by training and habituation. We do not act rightly because we have virtue or excellence, but we rather have those because we have acted rightly. We are what we repeatedly do, and excellence then is not an act but a habit. For your assessment task, I would allow you to go through the written report while you're answering the assessment task also. This is reflective. You don't need to write it on any sheet of paper, but what I'd like you to do is reflect on the following questions. As a teacher, why do you think should a proper personnel management be implemented in your school? Second, cite a situation in your workplace where you see a challenge in personnel management and briefly explain what you can do if you were the personnel administrator of your school. How do you think will personnel management be able to address the current challenges that our educational system is facing nowadays? I'll give you a minute so that you'll be able to think of your answers. Let's pause for a while. All right, our 1 minute is up. What I would like everyone to do now, since this is really just a reflection, is if you wanted to give comments or recommendations based on the assessment questions that I have posted here, please make sure that you post your comments in the comment section in our Google Classroom. Once again, I would love that everyone go through the written report that I've also posted in our Google Classroom so that you will have a more detailed explanation and a comprehensive discussion on this topic. These are my references for my report. The first three are the basis of the importance, nature of contribution, and also the functions of personnel management. And the fourth reference that I have here on International Journal of Research and Innovation in Social Science is my basis or my reference to the case study that I've also included in my written report. Please make sure that you read through that as well. If you want, you can also download the PDF file and just copy and paste this link.